Hi everyone, it's time for another project with Ford House, and I'm Miss Emily. This week for Storytime, I read the book Iggy Peck, Architect. Now, in this story, Iggy loves to build and builds all sorts of different things out of all sorts of different materials. So he is the inspiration for our project this week. The reason I chose to read this at Josephine Ford's Playhouse, check out the video, it's because we had an architect design and build Ford House, and that man's name was Albert Kahn. He designed all sorts of different places in and around Detroit and knew Edsel and Eleanor very well. And so when it was time for them to build their house, they asked their friend to come help and make their home the perfect home for them and their family. So today you're going to make the best structure, whatever that structure may be. Maybe it'll be a building, maybe it'll be a house, maybe it'll be just a really tall tower. It's completely up to you. So the supplies you're going to need for a good architect always needs to plan. So you might need some paper. Now I just have some regular notebook paper. You'll need some kind of writing tool or drawing tool. So maybe a marker or a pencil. I got a pencil over here. A ruler will be helpful, not required, but I can't draw a straight line, so I always need help with a ruler. That will be for your planning. To build your structure, you're going to need a couple of different things. You'll need toothpicks, and then you'll need something to put the toothpicks in. Now, you could use clay or Play-Doh, but today we're going to do something that Iggy would approve of. Just like Iggy Peck, we are going to use food. Now, I'm using gummy candy, but you can use cheese cubes, carrots, apples. What else can we think of? Other types of candy like marshmallows. Choose anything you want and have your favorite adult cut it down into about 1/2-inch cubes. That'll work best for your structure. So now I'm going to leave you. Go ahead and collect all of these materials and we'll get back together to show you how to plan and build the best structure. Once you have all your supplies ready, it's time to plan, just like an architect. I have my paper all ready to go, and I'm using a pen, and my ruler is right here. I'm going to draw 2 different views of the structure I'm going to make. Something that would show up from the top looking down, like you're a bird flying over it, and then I'm going to draw it from the side. Today, I think my structure is going to be a very simple house. I have never built anything out of food before, so I'm a little worried. I think if I keep it simple, that's best. I'm going to start with the bird's eye view, and I think from the top, a bird will see a point in the shape of the roof. Now you'll see it's not perfect because I'm not using the ruler. That will be what the bird sees. And these points, the corners, are where the food will be. And these straight lines, or slightly straight lines, are the toothpicks. Let's do the side view now. I said I wanted a very simple house. I think that means I'm going to make it look like a cube. It'll be made up of squares. And a square has, that's right, 4 corners. I'm going to use the ruler now. One side of the house is done now. To give the illusion of the back side, we're going to draw lines leading away. It'll trick our eyes in thinking that it goes further. This is a pretty neat trick that even artists use. All right, I'm gonna make my dots nice and big so we can see them. All done, right? Nope, because the bird sees a point, which means this needs to come to a point. Maybe up there. There it is. It's not the best drawing, but it'll help me plan. Now I need to get my toothpicks and my candy. I'm using candy. Get your food ready to go to build the structure. Because I did my plan first, I know I need 16 toothpicks, and I need some of this candy, but you know, it's always good to have more candy just sitting here ready to go. To start, because again, I have never made something out of food before, I'm going to make a simple square. Oh, see, I already poked through all the way. I will say this is a little sticky. Oh, let's do match. Let's match. Right off the bat, I noticed that I didn't cut all of my things in equal shapes, and they started out in an oval shape, so that made it a little bit difficult. So parents and favorite adults, make sure you cut the shapes to be as close to similar as they can get. My square is a little wonky, but I can fix that by pushing together until it's a good square. I'm going to set that to the side, and I'm going to make another square. Color doesn't really matter. But I need another toothpick. Now I have two squares. Just like your instructions say to practice by making two squares and then put them together. So I'm going to put them together now. I think that I'm going to make this one my bottom square. Toothpick. Just like that. And this, I think, might be the hard part. I'm going to put this square on top. And now I've made a cube. It's going to be hard for me to show you, but I'm actually pretty happy with this. I chose a... Once you start practicing and messing around, you might notice one side leans one way or one side leans the other. And that's when you can start to fix it as you go and play around with it. Maybe you want to take this and start building up or building out. I'm so close to finishing. I think I'm going to go ahead and add the roof just like my plan. I think I'm going to add it by putting the toothpicks in first. Let's see if this helps me. And yellow is my favorite color, so I am going to make sure that yellow is the tip. And Put all of those corners meeting to get together. All right, I'm gonna scoot this stuff out so you can see it. So you bird's eye view, you see the point and the shape of the roof. And then if you see it from the side, you see the square and the roof, the triangle shape. But there you go, there's my little house, just like my plan. Now it's your turn. Go ahead and be fun and be crazy, and maybe once you're done building it, be sure to take a picture of it. It'll probably stink if you keep it around too long. Happy building!